Here we use Newton's method to answer the question, how many aphids does it take such that the rate of predation by a ladybug exactly matches the growth rate of the aphid population? In this figure, we've used data from the literature, shown by the black curve, and approximated it by some hill function, shown in red. For the purpose of this example, we've chosen a hill function with power 3. The problem reduces to solving an equation for x, which is shown here. In order to be able to use Newton's method, we must rewrite the equation in the form of some function equals 0. And this we've done algebraically by manipulating the expression up above after canceling out one factor of x. We're now ready to set up Newton's method, first by writing down the function of interest and then its derivative. Both of these will be used in Newton's formula. And here we see Newton's formula as derived previously, with now filled in the value of the function at x naught divided by the value of the derivative. Next we ask, what should we use for an initial value x naught? And this is best done by looking at the graph of both functions p of x and g of x and getting an approximation for where they intersect. Here we show a graph of the predation rate in red and the growth rate of the aphid population in blue. We observe that these two curves intersect at x equals 0, a little bit past x equals 10, and roughly around x equals 60. I first prepare the spreadsheet by labeling the column. In the first two columns, I keep the values of the constants that appear in the problem. So for example, we've chosen k to be 30, r to be 0.5, and a to be 20. I'm also going to indicate the initial guess, x0, which we decided should be 10. Next, I input the formula for the value of the function. Notice that that formula refers to values of the constants that are stored, for example, in cell B2, to the value of x that's stored in cell D2, and so forth. In the next column, I do the same thing, but with the formula for the derivative of the function f. Finally, in the last column, I put the formula for Newton's method. So x1 will be obtained from x0 by taking x0 and subtracting from it the ratio of the function to the derivative. Now I'd like to repeat the process. To do so, all I have to do is copy the value of x1 into the column for x. That's easily done by writing equals g2 and observe that that value is copied directly. Now that we have a new x value, we can repeat the process by copying these entries and dragging down by the corner, and so everything will be automatically recalculated. We can repeat the process yet again by dragging down this entire set of cells as far as we'd like. And now we observe that Newton's method has worked for us, generating a successively improved value of the root, for which the function gets closer and closer to 0. And so here we have our answer. The root given to many decimal places of accuracy is 13.05407, etc.